just saw it with Miami Dolphins. The pressure, he's in trouble. Loses the football. Touchdown! Got it! You have got to be kidding me. Jalen Waddle. It's a Dolphin touchdown. Throwing deep upfield on the near side. Man open. Touchdown! Looking deep. He's got a man. Touchdown! The run from Tua Tagovailoa. Touchdown! He's going deep. He's got it for a touchdown! Beautiful day to be a Dolphin fan. Let's go! What is good, Fin Nation? What's good? It's your boy Reason, and we are back here for another one. It is my birthday today, so I thought I'd go live just for a little bit, spend a little bit of time with the Phinside fam. Appreciate all of y'all for coming through. Smash that like button, subscribe if you are new. As you guys saw yesterday, Vic Fangio had his first ever interview since he joined the Aqua and Orange, and he sat down with Travis Wingfield. I mean, everyone's seen it. Everyone talked about it yesterday. It was really the only newsworthy thing yesterday. And, man, we're going to talk about that a little bit before I open it up for all of you guys. But let's go through the comments here a little bit. Shout out to everyone in the comments already. Thank you, Michael Simmons. I appreciate the birthday wishes. Shout out to the homie PL. Thank you, my friend. Brian Gonzalez, the homie Austin. Appreciate you. Q, Regil, King Short, Jeff, Sweet, Barry Bailey, Jeremiah Kelly, Chef Jew. Appreciate it. Hope you're baking up some goods today, Chef Jew. What's up, Knight King Z305? Appreciate you as well. Franklin Lejeune, shout out you and Nicholas. You're I believe the other dude's Nicholas. Anyways, only two of the winners from the 10K draw hit me back. You're one, Franklin, and the other one I believe is Nicholas. Anyways, your guys' stuff is about to be on the way, so expect that probably by the end of the month. Shout out to Drizzy, Hooked Up Joe. Thank you, Michelle. Appreciate it. Joe Levesque, thank you very much. Michael, thank you very much, sir. Robert Carrillo, thank you. Definite. Whoa, say that one, eh? Infinite Loop. Appreciate you, man. Thank you very much for the birthday wishes. Checking out. How's it going, brother? Who else we got here? Jackie, thank you very much. Jackie with that donation a couple shows ago. I also wanted to shout out while I'm here before I keep shutting everyone out. Shout out to the homie Rhino Sith, because Rhino dropped a $50 donation wishing me a happy birthday. When the show ended last time, he said he would be here today, so he dropped a $50 donation. So I appreciate you, Rhino. Thank you very much, sir. Hammer, Truck Sean, Chris V, G Firm, Shula, Dubs MC, Mike Who. Shout out to Joe. He says, happy birthday, big dog. Thank you very much, sir. Bro, I woke up. How do you wake up on your birthday with a cold? Only in Canada. Sean, Lemony, Robert Gemarillo, thank you very much. Jeremiah Kelly, thank you, gentlemen. I'm going to drop a link here, and I'll bring you all up. SoCal Fin fan, what's going on? Thank you. I'll drop a Atkin, thank you very much. I'm going to drop a link here to let y'all come up here, and we can talk, man, football. I mean, well, obviously football. We go about Dolphins, the free agency, the draft. I mean, whatever is on your mind, let me know. But man, the whole Fangio thing for a sec here. It really, when he said the NFL, the league is better when we're contenders. I mean, did that not ring true with so many of you? I mean, you must have really just felt that down in your core because so many of you, I know on the younger side, and haven't really seen us as a continuous contender. When you go back to the 90s and go back to the 80s when we were, the league had a different vibe, man. You know what I mean? And it's better now. It's better when the Miami Dolphins are one of the top teams. I mean, that's just a fact. That's literally been. I mean, and maybe it's because I'm a homer that's biased, but man, football, man, it was just there's a different aura and a different feeling. Like you know, it ended up being a great game between the Chiefs and the Eagles, but heading into that game, it didn't feel like the Super Bowl. It didn't feel, it was weird. And I don't know, it's because of everything going on in the world or whatever, but it just didn't feel like it. And I remember as a kid, being hyped to watch a Super Bowl with Cordell Stewart in it. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. It's, I think if we're back there, it's just, when you look at it, we're one of the most, even the fact that we have not been to the playoffs very much in the last 20 years, record wise, we're one of the most winningest franchises in NFL history. Of course, the league is better when we're in the playoffs. Plus, all the players and the media get to come to sunny South Florida. How is it not better? Shout out to Franklin who said $2. Said happy birthday. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. But what Fangio said rang for people who remember when we were a constant contender, and for those who weren't around when we were. Right? Hearing him say that, listen, we know he signed for 2 weeks to Philadelphia and he would have got that ring. But it feels like that ring is waiting for him in South Florida. Listen, if this defense stays healthy, if our quarterback stays healthy, we got a serious chance here to make a Super Bowl run. And I think the coaches realize that. Why do you think Darrell Bevell turned down a promotion? Shout out to Patreon, my Patreon Phinside fam. Over 230 of you now. We've really grown exponentially over the last few months. And, I drop 3 takes Thursday every Thursday night. And I dropped it this week and I talked about the Danny Crossman firing. I gave 3 takes on Danny Crossman, being fired. And for me, one of the things I talked about in that 3 takes Thursday, right, is, Darrell Bevell wants to be here. You're seeing all these guys turn down promotions to come here. I mean, and it's going back to when McDaniel came here. Look at Wes Welker. Let's go back to Wes Welker. Welker took a lateral move, but also people need to realize Welker took a lateral move, but he also put his career in the hands of Mike McDaniel. He was safe. He was set up. He was solid, chilling on Kyle Shanahan's staff. But he said, no, I believe in this guy. I believe in his vision. When Darrell Bevell turned down promotions just to come back and say it's the same position, they believe in what's being built here. I think that's why you see a guy like Patrick Surtain say, listen, if it wasn't Florida State, I wasn't leaving Miami. So, if the coaches believe that, what do you think the players believe? Shout out to everyone you come in Fake Spike 94. I got your Patreon message, homie. I appreciate you, dude. John Fernandez, Darth Logan, what's going on, homie? Coke Master, D. You guys kill me with your names. DM Fin fans, like John Fernandez. So, Fangio's been in the building for like a week. And the guy's always talking about, the guy's already talking about us being a contender. I'm telling you, man. He looked at us. He looked at that defense. He looked at how the offense has come along, and he said, holy shit. We can legitimately win something here. And I think he believes that, man. I'm going to be honest with you. The reason why he was coming here and why I was so confident, and I mentioned it multiple times, look at the talent. Listen, the Eagles are a very talented defense. Look at the turnover that's about to wait them right now. Who wants to go there? Turn that whole thing over. You just need to tweak the secondary and rebuild the second level. And look at what our defense is. Fangio's licking his chops. New defensive coordinator candidates. It looks like Rex Ryan's going to get it in Denver. But they keep popping up out of the woodwork in Denver. Sean Desai, I'm telling you, Sean Desai is going to be right there behind him. I got that feeling that that's coming down the pipeline. Real talk. As soon as they announce, because I think they're going Rex Ryan. And as soon as they announce Rex Ryan, watch. Everything is going to fall our way and right into place for us. And that defense is going to get even better. Like, I don't think people realize what we're building here, man. You want me to be real with you? Quietly, Mike McDaniel has put together arguably one of the, if not the best staffs in the NFL. Yet another thing Flores couldn't do. Yet another thing Gase couldn't do. Yet another thing Philbin couldn't do. So I ain't picking on Flores. This is a multi-regime thing no one could do. All right? Shout out to Michael Simmons. $20 said, happy birthday, drink on me. Brother, we drinking on you tonight. We drinking on you. Watch Mr. 999. I had a dream that Dan Marino won a Super Bowl. Is it a sign? I'm going to say, yeah, baby. I'm hoping. Shout out to Michael Simmons and watch Mr. Drinks on you boys tonight, huh? Drinks on you boys tonight when I go out for dinner and stuff. Appreciate y'all. So, appreciate you, Tony T. The fact, enjoy this. Not only have we put together one of the best, most formidable rosters that's going to be upgraded, we're putting together one of the best staffs in football. Like, do you realize this? Do you realize how much of a blessing that is? Brian's right. You know how many free agents are going to want to come here when they just look at our staff alone? Let alone the roster and who they get to play with? Like, I'm going to tell you this right now. And take this how you will, because everyone knows I support the kid. This is why it's so imperative Tua needs to stay healthy. Because if y'all thought we were ready 2 years ago, what do you think we're going to be now when this freaking coaching staff takes the sidelines and this team takes the field? This is, man, we're leveling up. I don't even know what else to say. What else can I say? Shout out to the homie Denisha. She says, happy birthday, Reason. Thank you, Denisha. I appreciate you. And thank you, all of you who have donated and wished me happy birthday today, for continuing to support me and support the channel. It means the world to me. I'm just sitting here and I'm like, man, Sean Payton is trying to put together. That's what's crazy about this. I want y'all to think about this. Boom, epiphany while I'm talking to y'all. Sean Payton right now is trying to put together a staff as good as Mike McDaniel. Think about that for a second. A Super Bowl winning coach who's getting paid over $20 million a year is trying to put together a staff as good as Mike McDaniel. Why do you think he's reaching for Rex Ryan? Oh, I can't forget Vic. We all know how badly Sean Payton wanted Vic. And the fact of the matter is, if Sean Payton would have went anywhere other than Denver, Vic probably would have followed him. And now Vic is trying to mimic our head coach. Sorry. Payton's trying to mimic our head coach. Think about that for a sec. You got a second-year head coach that a Super Bowl coach is trying to mimic right now. In terms of putting together the staff, because that's how good of a job that's being done here. And they're going to lose Desai, right? Desai's not going to go there over there as like an assistant or something like that. I appreciate you, TE. Thank you. Belated birthday, my friend. Everyone wish TE a happy birthday. It was February 1st. So I'm sitting here and I'm looking at this situation, and how can you not be excited? And I get it. We're excited every year in the offseason. But we haven't, just like last year, we didn't have an offseason like last offseason. We haven't had an offseason like this where it started off where people are looking at us being like, look at the stuff this team's putting together. But you got the best hire of the cycle. Head coach or coordinator, don't matter what your title is. We got the best hire. The only one I would argue, maybe I think that can, because I do think he can turn around the Texans. I think DeMeco's going to be a good hire. I'm a big believer in DeMeco Ryans. Big fan of DeMeco Ryans. Big fan. So I think that was a great hire. But I think we're right. The Fangio hire and the DeMeco Ryans are the two best hires of the cycle. And it's not even close. And then the move that no one's talking about is Darrell Bevell being retained and not going for a promotion. That's massive. Massive. So, again, and we haven't even hit free agency. And I've been saying for weeks and weeks, I think they're going to double dip in free agency with the linebackers. I think they're going to take a linebacker in free agency. I think they're going to take linebackers in the draft. I think we're going to have a good free agency too. And everyone's worried right now, but just wait. The extensions, the restructures, they're coming. This team's going to get upgraded. And when they do, look out. There's that's what people need to realize. There's another level to this team. We haven't even topped out yet. And now, because of what's happening with Tua, there's another level to Tua. Like, Fangio is going to make Tua better. Fangio is going to help unlock. We all thought Tua was going to take a step forward. It might be another big leap. Remember, 11 teams in the NFL run some form of Fangio's defense. This is a defense that Tua struggles against. This is one of some of the few things Tua still needs to clean up on tape. This defense highlights. So it's going to make him better. Look out. Tua stays healthy. Tua is going to be scary this year. You're going to have another crazy season from Tyreek and Waddle. And they're going to get a running back. My personal opinion, Raheem Mostert and Salvon Ahmed come back. I think they're either going to draft. I'm leaning towards they're going to draft a guy. But I would not be surprised if they try and add someone to that room in free agency. They add someone in free agency and they bring back Ahmed and Mostert. If they draft someone, it's going to be late. But I can see them trying to bring back Mostert, trying to bring back Salvon Ahmed, and then going and looking for a bigger back in free agency or the draft. Someone who's maybe, 210 to 220. Now, if they go find a bruiser, a bigger guy in free agency, but they don't bring back a Mostert, then that puts a guy like the one that I want, Devin A-Chain, right on the map. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do with, because I think they're going to draft a running back and they're going to dip in free agency and running back. They'll double dip in that as well, I believe. So it's going to be interesting to see. Got to look at the profile. What profile do they if they go for the Raheem Mostert profile in free agency, odds are they're going to look for a Jeff Wilson type of profile in the draft. If they go for a Jeff Wilson profile in free agency, odds are they're going to look for a Raheem Mostert type of profile in the draft. You get what I'm saying? So that's a little tip and trick for you to watch how they work at running back. So that would be my advice on running back and how to watch that play out. But I do think linebacker, running back, they're going to double dip. They're going to bring in a safety. Another safety's coming in. Rose probably going to. We're going next week. I got a couple shows planned. I'm going to do 5 players the Dolphins should cut, keep, and let walk. And then I'm also on next Friday. We're going to drop my top 10 free agent targets and honorable mentions. So I'll be giving you. I was looking at my last year. Last year I got Armstead right, Mostert right, and Connor Williams right. I had Connor Williams. I had those 3 on my list. I got those ones right. So we'll see if we get some more right this year. But anyways, thank you, 2 of the way. Cooker Jacobs foxing around. I think Jacobs is going to get tagged, which is shocking to me because McDaniel was basically trying to run him. McDaniels was trying to run him out of town. I think Josh Jacobs is going to be tagged. Reason why I think he's going to be tagged, Austin, is because it's going to make it more appealing for Aaron Rodgers if Josh Jacobs is there. That's what I think is going to happen. That Josh Jacobs will get tagged and he'll stay there. Dalvin will be on the block. Rome Gray, are you in the chat, Rome Gray? Is Rome Gray in the chat right now? Because I want to call you out about something. Where are you, brother? Mozart stays when we draft Charbonnet. Let's see. I'm just looking at some of your comments here. Give me a sec, guys. Anyways, maybe Rome will come back and watch this. I don't know. But I need to shout out Rome Gray because everyone's stealing your thunder. Rome. Everyone's stealing your thunder. And that's how I know. That's how I know people watch this show but don't pop up in the chat. Rome Gray is the first person I have seen in this whole community, whether Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, whatever, that's been advocating hard for Isaac Seumalo. Right? Isaac Seumalo is, or Malo, Isaac Seumalo. Isaac Seumalo is, he is the guard in Philadelphia. All of a sudden, I'm seeing his name pop up on Twitter. Don't think we don't see all of y'all stealing some of my mods too. You know, those are just jacked from me. Y'all be jacked. You got no shame and y'all be jacking from my mods too. Don't think we don't see it over on this side. Shout out to Rome Gray. Look at my mods in the chat set trends, bro. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I saw no one talking about Isaac Seumalo until Rome Gray started talking about him. We've been talking about him in my chat for weeks. And all of a sudden, Isaac Seumalo is popping up on Twitter and stuff. Stop. Stop. Bad enough I got to put up with all y'all out there biting me like I'm a Dorito chip. Now y'all out here biting my mods. Unbelievable. Right? And, people always say to me, well, Reason, you set trends and, people do a lot of the things that you do. And, imitation is a serious form of flattery. Not where I come from. I'm built different, eh? Imitation is not the sincerest form of flattery. Imitation shows me you are not creative enough to set trends yourself. Imitation shows me, right? You're just not a content creator. You're a biter. You look at this, and I tell everyone this, and anyone who's listened to me in the past. I used to own an independent record label. I was in the hip hop industry for a very long time, over 10 years. So, in hip hop, biting is not a positive thing. What you look at Jay-Z, I think Jay-Z is amazing. But what do people always hold against Jay-Z? And they always will hold against Jay-Z. Right? How many times has he bit Biggie? Right? And that's one of the greatest to ever do it, Jay. And then people still hold it against him. It's facts. Biting is not a good thing. I'm not a fan. Never have been a fan. Never will be a fan. I don't buy the whole imitation is a serious form flat. No, it's lazy. It's lazy and uncreative. That's what it is. And just because, people like me and Doug are really good content creators and have good minds, doesn't mean it's okay to come out here and bite me and Dougley. Like, that doesn't make it okay. And I'm just using Dougley as an example because I do see Dougley as a legitimate content creator, one of the few in this community alongside of me. So, and I respect the hell out of Doug because of that. And, there's a lot of mutual respect between me and Doug because we are legitimate content creators. And, that man, he does his thing, bro. And he deserves all the success because he does it properly. So, yeah, that's my little rant on freaking people out here biting and stuff like that. So don't be biting because we're going to catch you. Shout out to John. Happy birthday. Reason for what you do in the community. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, John. Hope work is going well, my friend. Knight, do you think we will try and trade up to make a massive draft move or just let Fangio run wild in free agency with what cap we'll have left? I don't see them trading up. I don't. And I'll talk about that in a sec. Let me do this. $9.99 from Fake Spike. Happy birthday, Reason. Phinside, the NFL is the greatest platform ever. I appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. I take a lot of pride in the fact that, this was the first platforms doing film studies. This is the first platform to have a Dolphin legend on a podcast consistently weekly with me, right? There's been so many. This was the first having, where all 22 was a priority on this channel. This was the first to go in depth with draft big boards and all that kind of jazz. So, and really take the draft season seriously. So, so many trends, man, down to the intro and stuff. So, and you know what? It's all inspired by all of you watching. The creative side of me comes out for all of you. Making this show more enjoyable to watch or making it visually appealing is for you guys. It's not for me. I mean, it helps for me, but it's for you guys. It's to make you guys want to come here, to make you guys want to watch, to make you guys want to listen, to make you guys, use the information, either soak it up like a sponge and use it in your own conversations or debates or whatever. Like, this is all for you guys, man. So appreciate all of you, man. Shout out to Jason Mitchell with the $5 donation. Thank you very much, sir. 50th State Fins fan with the super sticker. Appreciate you with the $9.99 donation. All right, back for a sec here. So I don't think Fangio's going to run wild in free agency. I think he's going to have a lot of input. If you look at right now, I don't think they're going to mortgage a lot unless, they try and trade, like, even Byron. You're not getting anything for Byron Jones right now. You might get something for Jerome Baker, but I don't think they're going to trade Jerome Baker because now I know the word is, little birdies are telling me Jerome Baker ain't as safe as even I assumed he was. So I don't know, but I don't see them trading Jerome Baker. I will be shocked if they trade Jerome Baker. So like that's the only way I see them getting draft picks is for bodies, right? Like that's the only thing I see them is for bodies. Like if you think about it, we have a second round pick, 2/3, a fourth round pick, a fifth, and a sixth and a seventh, right? Is that what we got? I think we got a second, 2/3, a fourth, a fifth, a sixth, and a seventh. There's not a lot of even a value when you let me just quickly for you guys, right? Because you're asking some good. That's a good question, bro. So I'm gonna nail it for you, okay? So let's check this out, all right? All right, so let's go with our first pick this year, right? So our first pick is 52, right? The value of that pick is about 380 points. Remember, you go by yeah, exactly. Scotty knows what's good. Second, third, sixth, seven. Yeah, exactly, right? Thank you, Don. I appreciate you, homie. I love you, bro. So we got the 50 seconds. So we're going by the Johnson chart, right? If anyone doesn't know what the Johnson chart is, Jimmy Johnson, way back in the day, basically came up with a chart, and that with each pick assigns a value to the pick. All right. So, and we're not talking compensatory picks or whatever we're going to get for Gesicki. I'm talking about what we have right now. But you're right in the end, Scotty. We're going to get something for him. But anyways, we got the 52nd pick. That's worth 380 points. Okay. So everyone knows that's worth 380. That's worth 380 points. So keep that number in your mind, 380. All right. 380. To trade back into the first round, to trade for KC's pick, that pick is worth 600 points. All right. So what would we have to give up in this draft? If we were just talking about giving up straight draft capital, what would we have to give up? All right. So we would have to give up our 52nd. All right. We'd have to give up our 77th pick. And we're only at, so the 52nd is worth 380. The 77th was worth 205. So we're at 585. We're still not there. Right? And then if we give him the 84th as well, that takes us to about 725. So our first three picks in the draft only equate to about 125 points worth more than the 31st pick. For example, those three picks equal 725 points, right? The highest we could go with those three picks, and we're still going to need to die a little more, the Giants' 25th overall pick is worth 720 points. So those first three picks are worth 5 more points than the 25th overall pick. Would you give up a second and 2/3 just to move up to 25? I know I wouldn't. Like, there would have to be a serious drop. Like, we're talking like someone massive needs to be dropping for that to happen. Like, you know, if Peter Skoronski from Northwestern is dropping, like, that's the type of thing you make that move for. Me and Neil have been told that Byron Jones we were basically laughed out of the building when we asked if we could get a 4th or 5th round for Byron Jones. Take that as you will. Ain't good. Is not good. Byron Jones, it is not a good situation. He didn't put tape out for us. Held out. Byron Jones FUCKE'd us. Real talk. Byron Jones screwed us hard. And so I'm pretty bitter with Byron Jones. And everyone knew I was bitter back then. Now I'm even more bitter. So, all right, let's drop the link. Let's get y'all up here. I've been rambling long enough. Get y'all up. They're not going to, yeah. It's just going to be post June 1st. You'd be lucky if you get a bag of footballs for the guy right now. So you got to find another team. No, I don't think Rachaad White's going to be available in Tampa Bay. They're going to let Leonard Fournette walk, probably. You're going to have to find a guy. That's why we suggested like a Dalvin Cook, right? You're going to have to find someone that has another player they want to get rid of, and you got to line up. You know, you basically got to have interests align, and that's how you go, right? So, you know, If our defense would have been healthy, man, the things we could have done last year, we would have had an even better record. Unbelievable, man. Like, Robert says, let's go. I'm telling you, Lavonte David will change this defense the way Fangio is changing it up. I appreciate you, Darth. Thank you very much, sir. Enjoy work, bro. King Z305, first time up here. Brian, what's going on, guys?
Yo, what's up?
Yo, happy birthday, bro.
Appreciate you. How you guys doing?
Pretty good.
Good.
What's on your guys' mind? How you guys feeling about Fangio?
Oof, really good.
I'm so happy. So happy.
I'm glad we got him, bro.
Bro, when listen, when this man says the league is better with the Dolphins as contenders, I mean,
I got chills when I saw the interview.
Man, I can't wait. And I think his introductory press conference is Monday at 11 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
But yo, you know what I haven't talked about, and I was waiting for some of y'all to come up here. Did you hear when he said that he's been basically working with new coverages? And he's got a bunch of stuff he wants to try out. I was like, oh my God, Here we go. Oh my God, if that don't get you hyped up.
Excited.
I'm so hyped.
Man, it's unbelievable. Checking out says Vic Fangio seems determined to wreck offenses. Man, he's talked about it. Like he literally has said, I enjoy making quarterbacks' lives living hell.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's ridiculous.
I'm just excited for free agency because I just want to know who we're going to get at this point.
Yeah, me too.
And, I mean, what is it? I believe on, I think it's what it's the 22nd? I think they can start franchise tagging in, like, what is it, February 22nd?
February 22nd. Let me check.
It's like the 22nd or the 27th or something. February 21st to March 7th. So in 3 days on Monday, franchise tags can start getting handed out too.
Who do you think we're going to tag this year?
I don't think we're going to tag anyone.
No, I don't think we're talking to anybody.
Yeah, Gesicki would have been probably your only shot. And then
yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's walking. What's going on, John? How you doing?
I'm good, Reason. How are you?
I'm relatively well, bro. Appreciate it. Yo, smash the like button. 250 of you in the room. Smash it, smash it, smash it. Appreciate y'all.
You said it earlier, man. When Fangio said that he's working on new coverages, chills went up the spine, man.
Buddy. That was, man. That's
one hell of a drop. That's one hell of a drop, bro.
Yo, bro, Mike drop. He could have ended the interview now. He just got up and yo, you know what it kind of looks like, bro? Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know. Didn't it kind of seem like he didn't want to be in that interview? Like it kind of like he kind of seemed like awkward, like his eyes and stuff. Like it just, and you know what it felt like? It felt like he didn't want to be in the interview because he wanted to get to work.
Yep. I was just about
you know what I mean? Like that's what it felt like. It was not like anything against Travis. It was like it felt like he wanted to get to work, bro. And I was like, man. And when John, when he went over his setup, and he said he talked about his setup that he has, man. I pictured you remember Michael Keaton, the Batcave? The old Batcave with all the TVs? I picture Fangio in the Batcave just watching defenses and offenses in the NFL. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, man. He's going to change this defense, man.
Hey, happy birthday, Reason.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Appreciate you for everything you did, dude.
Appreciate y'all for supporting me, man. So,
yeah.
Dude, I mean, I think everyone's so excited for free agency too because we know the tweaks are coming on offense, but people are interested to see the evil genius get to work and start cooking in the laboratory, basically, right? And they want to see the Frankensteins he's going to start building. Like, what's he going to do? Because as much as we talk about like the Lavonte Davids and stuff, he's also been known as elevating second and third tier linebackers to basically household names. So I don't know. It's going to be very interesting.
If we could keep Andrew Van Ginkel, that would be huge.
I don't think they're going to keep him, bro. Too much stuff off the edge right now. Shout out to Chef Jew. Happy birthday, OG Reason. To shout on me, fam. Enjoy your day with the family. Been here since day one. Thank you for all you do. And I see sponsorships coming your way. Super Bowl's on the way. Fins up. Appreciate you, Chef Jew, man. When I got into this in October 2019, Chef Jew's been down since day one. I started this channel March 2020, and he's been supporting me since we were doing the Tuesday night panel. So appreciate you, Chef. Yeah, with Fangio, like I think that's why, like I heard that name right before Christmas, Jermaine Pratt, and
He'd be a big get too.
I told the EM Dolphin fan about it, and the EM Dolphin fan the next day went into freaking space, started popping off about Jermaine Pratt, and I'm like, why is everyone talking about Jermaine Pratt? Like that's such an obscure name, and he's like, yeah, I might have let the cat out of the bag on that one.
Yeah.
So I like a name like that fits. You know what I mean? Like it's not a breaker, a bank breaker.
Wasn't he the number one linebacker in coverage this year?
I actually don't know in PFF.
Who is that you're talking about?
Jermaine
I
Pratt.
thought I saw somewhere that he was the number one linebacker in coverage.
I'm just excited to finally see who's out to play.
I don't know who said it.
I got a text. It was December 21st is when I got the text about Jermaine Pratt. Was he the next? Was he the? Let me see. Linebackers. Yeah, he's young. Tremaine Edmonds was the number one for PFF in coverage.
That's the guy I want. Mm-hmm.
Levante David was number 4, but
where did I see that?
It's not technically. I mean, Tremaine Edmonds was a 90. Troy Reader was an 89.6, and Levante was an 88. Jermaine Pratt was number 5 at an 87.2.
I think for depth at linebacker, they should get my boy Azeez Al-Shire from the 49ers.
Oh, man, that guy's got to start, bro. Never mind depth. That guy's got to start.
He does have starting potential.
Bro, the real reason he doesn't start is because they got they got Greenlaw, and they got Warner. They got a stacked. Mm-hmm. He basically plays starter snaps, right?
Yeah.
He's a stud, man.
Yeah.
He's a stud.
And he went to my college.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he went to FAU.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of him. Dre Greenlaw is a monster too, man. Look at this. Check this out. I'm just because you got me over here on PFF. Thanks. Look at this. Fred Warner, number 10 coverage, 80.4. Dre Greenlaw, number 8, 82.6. They had 2 of the top 10 coverage linebackers in the NFL.
That's crazy.
Look at this. Nakobe Dean was 17th this year.
Mm.
Nick Bolton, 21. I'm trying to find Jerome Baker, but I don't have enough time on my hands to look for Jerome Baker, eh? Let's look.
He's like 1,000. He's like 1,000.
Al Shahir was 66. Just
better than Baker.
Yeah, for real. Let me see. Jerome. Duke Riley, 59.6, 74. I'm still haven't found Jerome though.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I do not want that guy next year here.
I think he's going to be bad.
Player.
We got no depth. Okay, there's no way he's that low, is he?
Where are you right now?
I'm at like
the 90.
Like low, bro. Like
God.
I'm at like 30, 20. Sam McGuavin, 168, 25.1.
Jesus.
Coverage, just terrible. Hold on. Landon Roberts, 46.2, 134. He said he's a starter. It's so bad. Channing Tindall at 105 with a 52.8.
Higher than Jerome's? That's insane.
That's crazy. Wow.
Duke 74. Hold on. I might have skipped Jerome, so.
Oh.
Oh, there you go. Jerome's 37th.
Oh.
You way missed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's at a 67.8.
No, he still need to go.
Well, I told everyone, you know what's funny? When he signed that big contract and everyone was arguing with me on platforms, I told everyone, I said, well, he's a top 35 linebacker. And look, he's 35 ranked coverage. That's hilarious.
Can we see if Zach Thomas can come out of retirement and play linebacker for us?
Yeah, really, eh?
Yeah, hopefully he becomes linebackers coach.
That would be actually kind of epic. That would be actually kind of epic.
Cool. Yeah.
Hey, McDaniel.
Shout out to Josh Williams. He ordered a hoodie too. He said, "Happy birthday, Reason. Much love, bro. Can't wait to get my Tua hoodie to show it off and rep it inside the end." Yeah, I got a Tua time hoodie. My mom actually bought me my own merch for Christmas, bro. I was like, I opened. I'm like, to it. I'm like, where did you get this? She's like, off your website. I wanted to support the channel. I was like, okay,
That's cool.
bro. And then she got me probably the worst gift ever. Check this out. Hold on a sec. Watch.
Oh
this.
God.
Hold on. And she usually scores, man. Like she got me like a Dan Marino autograph frame the year before. She gets this, and I'm like, what are you saying here? Okay. So everyone knows I love hats, right? And I didn't get a hat this Christmas. This was like the first Christmas I didn't get a hat. So in the last gifts I opened up, it clearly looked like it was going to be a hat, right? And I was like, oh shit, here we go, right?
Oh God.
She went to like a Lids. God bless her soul. I love my mother. Don't get me wrong. She went to a Lids, and she got, you get one of those custom embroidered hats.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
Oh snap! Oh damn.
I told my wife, I said, "How did you let her do that?" Wow, she was so excited about it. I said, "How did you let her do that? You knew I wouldn't wear it. Like, what? Want to walk around with a gray hat that just says 2 on it? I don't think so. I don't think so. You can't return. You can't return the thing. Unbelievable. That's such a mom gift, though. You know what I mean? Like, is there any more definition of a mom gift for a Dolphin fan? Right? Maybe a hat that says Waddle. I don't know.
Yeah.
So John Fernandez says, "Hell yeah, put it on." Regil says you'll wear it when he's lighting up the league. No, my friend, I'll just go buy a legitimate Tua hat. All right, I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I just thought of an actual good merchandise idea. That's it. I'm gonna make hats that say him on it with the 1 as the
yeah.
eye.
That's a good idea.
There you go. Coming soon. Reason you have to wear it now. Mom's got it for you. I don't think so, bro. I would not wear that hat. That made my people know what's good.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, he's not. He's a Jerome Baker is a wide 9 off-ball linebacker. That's what Jerome Baker is. He has gotten better.
Reason I'm working, so I'm not gonna be able to stay on but 2 seconds. Came on to say happy birthday, my brother, and thank you for everything you do.
Appreciate you, man. Enjoy work, dude.
Yeah, right.
People really want to see me wear this hat, eh? Like, this is unbelievable right now. I'm really gonna put this thing on. Unreal. I'm putting this on for 1 minute, and this is the only time I'm ever wearing this. It's actually comfortable. And this is the only time I'm ever wearing this, okay? Right. Literally. All right? That's it. Enjoy it.
That's good.
I look like I had Hogwarts. This looks like a school cap.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
All right. A screenshot, John. Thanks, John Fernandez. John ruined it for all of y'all. He said screenshot, so it's off.
God damn it, John.
Oh my God.
Shout out to Pyro. Happy birthday, bro. He says, thank you, man. With what Fangio said, do you think he may try to force Miami to keep Byron? No.
Mm-mm.
I think it's kind of the relationship's dead, man. Like he's basically saying, give me more guaranteed money. They're saying no. It's dead. They're not going to give him more. He's not going to play here unless we give him more guaranteed money. Mm-hmm. Does anyone want to give Byron Jones any more guaranteed money after what he just did to us?
No, forget that chump. That guy can go sit on a bridge and let it collapse.
The guy's a Will Fuller 2.0, bro. No way.
Yeah, exactly. Robert just coming out here with the whole
Yeah, that guy's long gone.
Robert just out here just totally free. Yes. You want this guy to sit on a bridge and collapse. That's a tough one, bud.
Yeah, that's trying to be nice, Reason.
You're now the official conductor of the To and Near train. Oh boy. It looked like a train hat, that's for sure.
Yeah, like a conductor hat. Mm-hmm.
Appreciate you. Ball game's in full grandpa mode right now. Enjoy it, bro. Enjoy it.
Again.
Justin says Jerome Baker is an average linebacker, not a difference maker. The Dolphins need to move on.
Question is, can we get?
I agree though.
I don't know, man. I think he's gotten better every year, and I think Fangio, because we got no depth. Like, if you literally get rid of him, the only inside guy they would have right now is Channing Tindall. And you don't know what's going to happen in free agency.
Yeah.
I mean, I would keep Baker until you get a replacement. I don't like him. I don't love him.
Me neither.
But we are limited on what we can do a little bit. So until you come up with a good replacement, I would let him sit.
Yeah, hopefully we can go out there and get Tremaine Edmonds.
I would love that.
I think we're going to get, dude, have you heard his dad, the way his dad's talking?
Ooh.
Tremaine Edmonds' dad, because you know Tremaine Edmonds' dad played for the Dolphins, right?
Yeah.
And there's like a lot of chatter that his dad is pushing for one of his sons to come here, because I think Terrell Edmonds is also a free agent, isn't he?
Oh yeah, they came out in the same year.
Yeah, so I think he's pushing for one of his sons to come to Miami.
What position does Terrell Edmonds play? I'm not familiar with.
He's a linebacker. Oh, he's a safety, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terrell's
And Tremaine's a safety. Terrell's a safety. Tremaine's a linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
And they both hit like a ton of bricks.
Dude, let him. Like, I would love to get my hands on Tremaine, not only because it helps us, but because it weakens the Bills.
Yeah,
What if
it does.
what if they bring both out? What if they, because we need a safety?
Yeah, we can
I
bring
mean, my concern is price. Like, what's Tremaine's price going to be?
Yeah, it's gonna be over 15 million for sure.
Oof.
Can we afford that?
You got to move Ogba.
Yeah, or just like do like some like restructure.
Yeah, but I don't think Ogba lasts.
I'm okay with moving off Ogba, especially if we get Tremaine. Like, the other name I hear a lot is Levante David.
Tutu also says, remember the Dolphins tried to trade for Terrell Edmonds.
When was this?
I don't remember that. Remind me when they tried to. Let me look. Give me 2 seconds. Was that? Huh? I don't remember them trying to trade. I know they're in the same draft. Weren't him and Minkoff in the same draft?
Yeah.
Shout out to Toe for $9.99. He says, I believe it was a deadline. I don't remember that.
I don't remember
that.
That was this. Wow.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
No.
So, but I mean, both the Edmonds brothers coming here would be huge. And I agree with who said it. You know, you hurt the Bills, and that matters a lot.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but the money, right? Are they going to be willing to pay some? And I think you need to. Like, I think you need to make that investment on this. You need to pay at least one person.
Yeah.
Not named Jerome Baker.
All in. Just go all in.
Yeah, just rebuild that line.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, that second level. Our defensive, you know, our front is basically done.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. Our back end is basically done. It just needs to be tweaked with another safety and figuring out, like, see, even with Byron leaving, is everyone confident with bringing back Needham for another year, Cater Kohu continues development, and then you got Trill Williams and all those guys coming back? Yeah.
Hey, can you guys hear me well?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Cool. Sorry about that.
So, like, we got a whole bunch of we got depth at corner. Really, we only need, like, we would need to make a move at safety anyways, because Eric Rowe, they're not bringing Eric Rowe back. So we got Choo-Choo, the safety from the Steelers. So we need at least depth at safety. You know what I mean? So I know a lot of people in this fan base are split on whether they think Brandon Jones will be successful in this defense or not. I just keep going back to his coverage. I don't think his coverage skills are strong enough for what they're going to ask. So, I mean, listen, if you're going to add a Von Bell, if you can add a Terrell Edmonds, I say do it.
What about
I mean, you guys evaluate that better than me, but I would love to go get both those players. And then, do we have a true nose tackle? Do we need a true nose tackle?
I don't think
Well,
we're
we got Raekwon, right? And we don't really we like is Jenkins still on the roster?
I don't know.
agent.
I think he is, but I'm not.
Another one that's interesting to me too is that kid out of Kansas City, Juan Thornhill.
Oh, he is pretty
Quietly, like, yeah, man, that he had a really good year this year. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see how. Like, there's like, check this out. Here's a name no one's talking about that, but he fits. Jimmy Ward
Mm-hmm.
from San Francisco.
Yeah.
He fits what we're gonna do. He knows Mike McDaniel as well, right? He's a free agent. I just think Jesse Bates and Jordan Poyer and Chancey Gardner-Johnson.
They're gonna cost too much.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm seeing Jesse Bates going to be over $15 million a year. Gardner-Johnson will be over $11.5 million a year. So, I don't know. But a guy like Adrian Amos is going to be like $5.5 million a year.
Be good.
You know what I mean? Amos is a beast.
Oh shoot. Maybe. I mean, hot shot in the dark, but Jonathan.
What's it?
It'll be interesting.
Yeah.
I think right now I'm seeing Levante's projected for $11 million a year. Tremaine's projected $17.5 million a year.
But they're both really good. The question is, Tremaine, is he $6 million better? I like him more.
Two names that I brought up are Jermaine Pratt, and you know we've been talking about this guy. Me and Martin have been talking about Bobby Okereke for quite some time, right? They're only projected to make about $8.5 million per year. He's the guy from Indianapolis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another one who's good too, and he was like a full-time starter for the first time this year, and he was a freaking tackle machine. Was Drew Tranquil out of LA. That man was a freaking tackle machine this year. So he had 5 sacks, 15 pressures, and he only on 70 pass rush snaps. So yeah, he had a big year. Listen, I only plan to go live for an hour. I appreciate a couple of you guys coming up and hanging out with me. You guys got anything you want to say before we get out of here?
No, I'm good. Happy birthday again.
Appreciate you.
Enjoy your birthday, buddy. Have a blast. I really appreciate everything you've taught. And I still have a crap ton to learn, so.
Appreciate you, boys. All right, I'm just gonna do an outro, boys. So I appreciate y'all. All right.
Yeah.
Shout out to Knight and his $2 donation. He says Vander Esch. You know, I'm a fan of Leighton Vander Esch. I just don't think he's the player he was 3 or 4 years ago. But at the cost, he's going to be a good fit at the cost. You know what I mean? I just don't think he's the same guy he was 3 or 4 years ago. But, you know, no issues with Leighton Vander Esch. But I think they're going to shoot a little bit higher than a guy like that. Listen, I appreciate all of you for coming through and showing some love on my birthday. I appreciate each and every one of y'all that donated. I appreciate each and every one of y'all that smashed the like button. Hey, like I always say, you don't got to become a Patreon. You don't got to donate. Just smashing that like button, sharing the videos. That's enough for me, man. So I appreciate all of you for coming through. Smash that like button, please, on your way out. I'm going to be live on Monday. I got a couple things that I've been putting aside that I want to talk about on Monday. So I'll be live on Monday. Wednesday, obviously, the finish line with myself, Richmond, and Ball Game. On Thursday, we're going to have the Fin Too Deep with myself and Neil. On Friday, we're going to drop my free agent targets video, top 10 free agent targets. It'll include all 22 and mini scouting reports of each player. And it's going to be a list of about 20 players, all right? Top 10 will have all 22. And then from 11 to 20 will just be more of a list and a breakdown of each player. So yeah, really in depth. We do that every year. So we're doing that again this year. Hope you'll join me for that because a lot of work goes in those videos. And then the following week, we're going to be dropping our first big board of the year. We're going to be dropping our running back big board. It's going to be the first. We usually drop the running backs every year, first one to drop. So we'll be dropping the running back big board for all of y'all. So be out on the lookout for that. A lot of content coming your way. All the news will be covered in between that. Man, the fact that over 200 of y'all, over 250 y'all came out just to show some love for my birthday. I appreciate y'all. Where are they taking you for dinner reason? I picked the place. I love barbecue. So we're going to a barbecue restaurant a couple towns over, well, cities over. They're known for their brisket, their ribs, as well as their wings. So your boy's going to be indulging on a nice, they actually have a brisket cheesesteak, which is kind of crazy to me. So I'm either going to be getting the brisket cheesesteak or brisket sandwich along with a couple of pounds of wings, a few beverages that some of y'all donated and will be providing for me. Appreciate all of y'all. So, yeah, it's dinosaurs. They actually, you know what's crazy? They actually do not have beef ribs, which is nuts to me. But I'll take brisket every day of the week. You already know what time it is. I love me some barbecue, so we're gonna indulge in some barbecue tonight. And then for dessert, the wife said, "Hey, what do you want for cake?" And we have, and if anyone's heard of Nothing Bundt Cake, they'd make these special bundt cakes. Well, for the month of February, they have Oreo flavored bundt cakes. So it's like Oreo inside the bundt cake, but also they have a cream cheese icing on top of it with Oreo inside the cream cheese icing. So that's what we'll be having for dessert tonight. So 38 years old, man, 2 years away from 40. Good God Almighty. My Lord. Whew, your boy's turning into a dinosaur. Listen, again, I love each and every one of you. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. I'll be back Monday, so be on the lookout for me. Can't stress it enough. Thank you so much for supporting me as I travel another year around the sun. It means the world to me that you guys support me and allow me to do this to the capacity you allow me to do this to. And I will continue to get better and make this show better for each and every one of you. Thank you very much. I will see all of y'all on Monday. As always, fins up. Have a beautiful, beautiful weekend. Love all y'all.